Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. For today's preview, as the Ospreys host the Stormers this weekend, the Stormers looking to continue their winning streak, the longest winning streak ever in the URC. I think the top three longest winning streak ever in pro rugby. So very impressive at the moment from John Dobson and his men, and it's a very good side this weekend. No Damian Willemse, he has returned back to South Africa, and Stashin Gomazulu not starting this weekend. Which will anger a few fans who were very excited to see what he did last weekend. However, again, what I keep sort of emphasizing is it's about protecting him. It's about introducing him into this environment, but not overplaying and letting him settle in organically. It is still a 6-2 split, though, which is quite interesting from the Stormers, and they're up against a very good Ospreys side. It will be tomorrow night, Hopper State. We will be live for the game, so make sure you come and check us out on the watch along. But in terms of the teams, before we do that, please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. In terms of the two teams, we'll start with the Ospreys side. This is how they will be lining up. They'll be captained by Reece Webb in number 9 jersey, but a lot of internationals scattered in amongst this side. And very interesting to see George North at 14. Owen Watkin in the centres there. I'm interested to see sort of how much George North's going to play at 13 versus 14 throughout the rest of the season, and what the sort of plan is for him when he does sort of don the Welsh jersey at the end of the tour. But in terms of the pack, it's Nicky Smith, Dewey Lake, Thomas France in the front row. They're backed up by two British and Irish Lions in Adam Beard and Alan Wynne-Jones. Then got Ethan Roots, Jack Morgan, and Morgan Morris completing that loose trio. Reece Webb is partnered by Stephen Myler, Keelan Giles, who did a lot of damage against the Lions in the number 11, George North at 14, and Max Nagy at 15, so it's a good back three. And in your centers, you've got Michael Collins and Owen Watkin. I'm a big Owen Watkin fan. So it's a good side. Then off the bench, Scott Baldwin, Reece Henry, Tom Wood, Reece Davies, Dan Lydiot, Ruben Morgan-Williams, Jack Walsh, and Luke Morgan. So Dan Lydiot, somebody I really do rate. Obviously, as any select, probably rates him after the performance he put in the incoming tour. But it's a very strong Ospreys side. And the Stormers side they are playing looks a little bit like this. Big news, Leon Zas is back in the side. The first time he will be playing this season, which is a big boost because I think he was pretty much on the brink of potential Springbok selection before getting injured last season. The front row is Ali Vermaak, Amjad Hugo Fenter, and Netley Bashir. They've got a point to prove for me. I haven't been overly impressed with them. However, there's a pretty big name on the bench that will be able to come on in the front row. The second row, Salam Murat is partnered with Mark Uri. Murat continues to captain the side. And in the loose chair is Nama Klaba, Hachiba Diamani, Evan Ruiz. It's a very good loose chair. It's an exciting loose chair. For me, it's a very mobile loose chair. Good skill set in and amongst them, and I think they'll do a lot of damage. You then got Paul de Vet, who's starting in next to Johnny Liebach. No Herschel Yankees. He did return to South Africa with Damian Willemse. Johnny Liebach at 10, Leon Zas at 11, Angelo Davis at 14, Clayton Blommetjies at fullback. It's a very exciting back three. A lot of flair there, a lot of pace as well. And then in the centres, Dan du Plessis getting the nod at inside centre, and Alapati Leo is at outside centre. On the bench, Joseph Dweber, Stephen KITSHOFF back in the side. We weren't sure if we were going to see Stephen KITSHOFF for the Stormers before the end of the tour, but he is back, and Brock Harris as well means they've got a very good front row coming on later on in the game. So if Ali Vermaak and Netley Bashir sort of continue to struggle like they have, they can pull the plug and bring in some very good players there. You've then got Ernst van Rijn, Marcel Tennyson, Billy Engelbrecht completing the 6 of the 6-2 split. The two backline placements are Godley Masimla and Sasha Ngomazulu. On the face of it, it's a very good Stormers side, and I expect them to do well, but we once again can't underestimate the value of home advantage. It's a good Ospreys side, and I think that, again, playing at home always gets you the advantage. And I think that Ospreys, maybe might not have had the start of the season that they would have liked, with just the one win. But I do feel that their side, especially we sort of saw murmurings of them last season, where I think if they start getting it right, they will be very tough to beat. And this is a good opportunity for them to try and get it right against the top of the table, or the current champions. However, I do think that there's too much firepower on the Stormers side. I mean, they scored 109 points across 3 games. Sitting with a 56 points difference. They have conceded quite a lot of tries. Their defense has been a little bit porous, but they are 3 from 3. They are 15 from a possible 15 points. And the question is, can they continue this winning streak? Personally, I think they probably can. I think it's going to be an interesting affair there. So let me know what you think is going to happen down in the comments below. Please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven. I'll chat to you soon.